What's up, fam? So right now I am going to give you guys a story time, so hang with me. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is literally my first time in the astral space and how I realized, and how you can also realize if you are instinctually spiritually protected as you enter the astral. So when I first started astral traveling, guys, I would travel straight to the fifth dimension, and like the fifth dimension is dark, honey. It's like brightish, but it's mostly like dark bright, like it's dark, right? It's like the emptiness of space, low-key. And so when I'm like hanging out there, it's just like kind of like create whatever the fuck you want type energy, right? But if you fall into maybe like the fourth dimension, it's more like the back end of like our human existence. So like you could like walk around, there's really like nobody there, except for like other spirits. Sometimes like you'll have like higher level entities that are there that are being ascended masters to the collective during a period of time or whatever, right? But now that humanity is kind of moving into the fourth dimension and into the fifth dimension, a lot of this stuff is like shifting. So, but when I was doing it, it was literally at the beginning of that. So I was seeing like all types of shit, right? So then I had just started working with Tehuti, and he brought me into this space, and it like the Matrix, y'all, like black top, white bottom, infinite in every direction, right? And he was like, create whatever you want here. And I was like, wait, what? He was like, you're just gonna come here and you create whatever you want here. So I started doing that, and I would just like play around. I would like make cars and racetracks and like just weird stuff, you know, like early 20s, you just kind of do whatever the fuck you think, you know, what would you want to do? And I would just create all of this stuff in the astral. And then one day he came there with me, and he said, I want you to imagine a door. So I imagined a door. And then the door appeared, and I was like, bitch, what? So then I looked behind the door. There was nothing there. There was nothing in front of the door. There was nothing behind the door. And he says, walk in front of the door, knock on the door, and then open it. So I knocked 1, 2, 3. Then I twisted the knob. I opened it, and it opened into a spatial dimension. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, we're going to explore the Akash. That was my first introduction to the Akash. I know a lot of people that like when y'all are on live, y'all asking me to read your Akash. Like I was introduced to the Akash by the person that is over the Akash. And that was my first time in the Akash. And probably for like 3 years, he taught me inside of the Akash how to work with others and how to work with myself, get my shit